Good evening and welcome to my channel. Tonight, we'll be continuing our story of The Hearts of Argyle Godfrey by Nicholas Leonard. Chapter 4. The human heart is like an injured dove. The folded muscles used to be its wings. Somewhere inside its head is tucked, directing all the traffic blood. This is what I thought while I held my heart on another night. I walked it in Salem, holding it like it was a body part that had come off in an accident. For the most part, people ignored me. I think some believed I was a tourist trap, a tour guide on crack, a crackhead who found a pretty glass sculpture of a heart, or somebody who was trying to sell the glasswork itself. My legs were stiff from work, so I think that didn't help in me not looking like a crackhead, but at least I was dressed somewhat nice in a red collared shirt with tan khaki shorts. I was standing in front of the Ropes mansion, a large white house with a widow's walk on its roof and a garden behind it, when the smell of weed drifted onto the street. The sky was purpling just before carbon gases would remind it how worthless it was, coming in like an abusive spouse. And then the sky began to brown and bruise, the colors of a Massachusetts night. Wouldn't you believe it? A gaggle of women, college age, were coming my way. Their wrists were braceleted with shopping bags, and faces radiant with blush and laughs. I think there were 6 of them, and I was quickly outnumbered. With vulture nature, all of them approached and stopped to see the thing they hadn't bought. It was the leader who queried me, "What's that?" She was a 5'4" or so woman with long black hair, the kind of hair the Salem streets adored because of how the Gables missed the colonial nights. Her eyelids bore the shades of apricots. Her smirk portrayed an apple-biting greed and struck me anxious while she eyed the heart I almost dropped. "It's my heart," I said, maybe a little monotone. They all laughed. "No, really, what is it?" the leader asked. She had a Boston accent that teetered on a Brooklyn accent, which made her even more intimidating. I think the chief reason for intimidation was that I knew it was a woman that was going to have to adopt my heart, and, well, this woman was a woman, and I was holding my heart right out in front of her. A blonde woman hid a vape behind her. I said the only words my throat possessed. "It's my heart." She snickered instead of laughing like before. "No, really, I'm asking you what it is." I swallowed and stumbled, legs still stiff from work. I blinked. How intensely the leader listened to me and my almost shaking voice. My doctor, took my heart out." "Why?" she snapped, though it was most likely a result of her Bostonian nature. Her eyes darted from my face to my heart and face again. "That really your heart?" "I kept breaking it." The girls behind her chuckled, fractured attention spans causing me to turn and survey the Ropes mansion. "Buddy, I hate to tell ya, but I think your doctor lied to ya," said the leader. "That ain't what a human heart looks like." "What are you doing with it out here?" another girl asked. I didn't really have an answer, so my response sounded more like a question. "I'm taking it for a walk." "Cardio," the leader suggested. I wanted to chuckle, snicker, smile or something, but I couldn't. Maybe the corner of my lip twitched, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because she was looking down at my heart. "Ain't you scared of dropping it?" she asked. "I haven't yet." "Yet? And what do you mean you keep breaking it?" All I could do was shrug, because I did not want to disclose my history. "Some girl stomp on your actual heart?" she asked, to which I said, "This is my actual heart." "Daphne, listen to his heart," she said. "Why me?" "'Cause I don't want to be caught in a chokehold," said the leader. So Daphne stepped forward and lowered her head to my chest as the leader said, "Don't be shy." "I bet I'll hear the ocean," Daphne said, and I only knew she was really trying to listen because I felt her ear piercing nearly puncture my shirt. "Oh my God, girls," Daphne shrieked. "He's not lying." "Are you sure you aren't just hearing the silence in your head?" the leader, Aurora, snapped. She came forward and Daphne stepped back. Aurora had a pair of raven eyes, prepared to hear nothing inside my chest. A pout of agitated disbelief appeared upon her face. She bent her head downward, but not too much because she was shorter than me. The silence was palpable as the other women watched Aurora try to hear my heart. Religiously, she pulled her head away because she heard the typical response to prayer: nothing. I think I saw revelation in her eyes. "Jesus Christ," Aurora said, as if to defibrillate herself, but still she was breathless. "He's right." "Check his pulse," a girl called. She did. Her finger shot beneath my jaw. Her nails behind my ear were timid keys. "Nothing." She pulled her hand back slowly. She wasn't horrified, but was in the spell of a horrible relief. That's all I can call it, and for a second I thought she was going to give me her heart instead of taking mine. "You are literally heartless. What's your name, guy?" "Argyle Godfrey." "How's it feel?" Then she stopped herself. "My name's Aurora Leonard. Can I hold it?" "I don't know. Nobody has yet." "What, are you afraid I'll drop it? You'd understand, right?" I nervously chuckled. She feigned understanding more so than understood. I could tell she wanted to hold it. She actually wanted to hold it. She seemed ready to walk away, but it also seemed like her preparation for an exit was like a threat, like her taking herself away was a kind of punishment. "Don't go giving that thing away, guy," she said. Wait." She stopped, and in that split second of me figuring out what to say to her, I wondered what had made her so bewitched when she listened to my chest. Why had she looked at me like she needed me when she pulled her head away? How was she so suddenly well readjusted and a leader again? "Can I have your snap?" "You want my snap?" Aurora smiled, seeming to take offense, but she got out her phone. I got out mine, managing not to drop my heart in the process. "No, I was going to have you enter your username in my phone," she said. "Don't worry, I'll hold your heart." "I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet." "Fine, tell me your name. Spell it out." "AR as in AR, ARG 555. Her thumbs were flying on and off her phone. "Added you. Add me when you're home, all right?" she said, putting her phone away as if it had never been out. "Snap me, all right? I want to hear about your heart." All right," I muttered as Aurora led the gaggle of women away. I trailed them with my head, seeing one of them hit their vape in the departure, leaving a faint cloud in their wake. That night, when I got home and accepted Aurora's request, Aurora Oleander, her Bitmoji was similar to how she looked in person. It was after I put my heart back into my drawer that she sent me a voice note. "Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum," she was saying in the voice note, obviously mimicking a heartbeat. Her Boston accent left a heavy emphasis on the ba part of it. I smiled to myself because it sounded silly how deep she made her voice go, how her Boston accent poorly hid itself inside the cadence of a thumping heart, a heartbeat plopping out of her lips in an overly enunciated way. "Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum." "Very funny," I texted. Her Bitmoji popped up and then popped back down like a gopher, and I thought that was that. But then she had sent a snap. I opened it. It was a selfie of her in what I assumed to be her bedroom, which was eccentric from purple LED lights, and her face glowed as if in ultraviolet light. She looked happy, or looked as though she was pretending to be innocent. I took a selfie to send back with the only face I felt confident enough to make being one of false surprise. She sent one back that was of her seemingly coming in to bite the camera. She started typing. "You didn't drop your heart." "No," I replied. She sent another snap, this time of her looking happy and innocent again, and this time I managed to capture my reaction, which was me making the faintest of smiles without my teeth, my expression a result of finding her pretty. We snapped back and forth before I stopped responding. I stopped responding because I felt guilty upon remembering that I was heartless. I didn't feel I deserved to be snapping her, seeing her get prettier and prettier every time I opened up her snap. The worst part was that it looked as though she was having fun. I lay down and thought about how I'd send a "sorry, fell asleep last night" message in the morning. My conscience held a trial on who deserved custody of my heart. Nobody wants to adopt a child that's too traumatized. Was that my heart? I wondered if I should keep it in my drawer forever. I started wondering what Aurora Oleander was truly like. I think I got a hint of her bossiness, but what was at the helm of it all? Why did she look at me the way she did after hearing nothing inside my chest? Was there a sense of camaraderie in her stare? Camaraderie, revelation, beautiful desperation. I wondered if that look she had would haunt me forever. And that was when I realized I was going to do anything to see that look again, because that look was not just like love, but something so much more bizarre than love. Thus ends Chapter 4 of The Hearts of Argyle Godfrey by Nicholas Leonard.